All right, all right. Hello. You're back.
Okay.
My name's Suntree. Who might you be?
I am Brawler.
Nice to meet you, Brolar. Now, do you need anything? 'Cause I'm right here.
Suntree. Why are you Suntree? Why not just a regular old tree?
Well, you see, I'm blessed by the sun, son.
Are you God Johnson?
So maybe sometimes. Suntree, mainly because the cloudy sky above me shines the sun on me. That's what I like to think, at least. But for real though, Pelor made me the god of the sun. Cried a single tear, dropped it in this very earth that I rest in. I grew up mighty and strong, as you can see.
Do you have any special tree powers that other trees don't normally have?
I'm always in bloom, cold or hot, always here.
Is there anything to that, or that's it? You're just always blooming.
Always blooming, son.
Huh.
They do say that orc fellow there says I'm a gift of creation, gifted to this earth by our God and holy Savior.
You did say a god basically cried you into existence. So
That is right.
what?
May I ask, how is the other trees out there? I don't get to move very much. As you can see, I am a tree.
I didn't know there was other trees. What other trees are there?
The one over there to your right.
Oh,
You kind of look, and there's just like a pine tree about 30 feet away, next to one of the next to a small little townhouse.
I thought maybe you meant like another teardrop tree, but
Oh, I'm the only one I've met. I don't get around very much.
go figure.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be weird and go and ask the pine tree over there how it's feeling.
Oh, thank you for that. I'll be right here. You're gonna go
Okay.
with that's the pine tree.
Yes, go and go and talk to the pine tree. Do I have to cast this again? No, it's 10 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes. You walk over to the pine tree. Hello?
Uh,
Can I talk now? What's happening?
yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Why? Why? Why am I talking now? What's going on?
I cast a spell and you can talk.
Squirrel! And you see a little squirrel above him in the trees, kind of moving around. There he is. I'm gonna get him one day. Hey,
How are you?
can you get the squirrel?
Probably not. How are you?
Pretty alright. A little irritated, a little distracted. Tree, it's very cold outside. He's
So-
always there watching.
Yeah, the big tree asked how you were doing.
Oh, he can't look. He's just freaking tree. I'm doing alright. A little nippy outside. It's always a little nippy around here. Yesterday I was attacked by a kid. Tried to get one of my apples, but I don't grow apples during the winter, and he started breaking off branches.
Pine tree has apples?
It's a weird place.
Well, you did just explain the tree itself doesn't have apples.
He started swinging around, and the squirrel. He almost got the squirrel, but he didn't notice it. It's still there. It's always there. But I'm doing pretty alright. How are you? Again, spell right?
Yeah. I'm Brolar. I cast a spell and talk to plants.
Oh.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm doing pretty alright. It's very, very cold.
I'm tempted to do Speak with Animals since there's not really much to this town. I could just use as many spells as I want.
Yeah. Is Speak of Plants concentration? Or is it not? It's not. Okay.
It's one action.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it was concentration, but it's not. 'Cause, like, you can't have two concentration things.
Yeah.
Animals. Speak with Animals. Is that concentration? Nah.
Nope.
I.
Speak with Animals.
You've learned about this beast's experience over the last day.
I'm gonna tell this story to the guys, the fellas, and they're gonna think I went on a bunch of drugs. Hey, squirrel.
This spell can cause plants to release can created by entangle to release a trained creature. What a weird. Okay, sorry, yeah, squirrel.
Hey, squirrel.
Cookie. Squirrel. Who's talking to me? Looks down. You see the squirrel run around in the tree and kind of hide for a second. He's moving around me.
Brolar.
The ditches.
At the bottom of the tree.
To kind of scurry up and look over the edge. Well, animal handling with advantage. Or persuasion, whichever one you have more.
Probably have animal handling because
To roll with advantage.
Okay. Sec.
It's kind of just like looking at you. Its eyes kind of like peeking over. It like pulls itself up a little bit more and looks at you. You see its whole head now, kind of like looking out.
Hello.
Brolar?
Yes.
The little nails chipper on the thing. Oh, it itches. Please stop. How can you talk to me?
I cast a spell.
I don't know what that is.
It's magic. Don't worry about it.
It scurries around to the other side. Looks at you from the other side.
Hey, this tree wants to talk to you.
It like looks down for a second, scurries around it a couple times, like in circles. I don't hear it. Why does it talk? Is it alive? Is it one of the ones that move? I've seen those things in the woods.
Aren't you on? Isn't it on the tree?
It is.
Can they? I guess they can't hear each other.
They cannot. No.
Hey, tree. What do you want to say to the squirrel?
Please stop running around so much. It itches. It irritates me. It makes the bark feel bad. Please leave. Maybe I would like him to please leave. I would like him to just get out of here.
Hey, squirrel.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like this.
The squirrel like runs around. Yeah. Can you give a cookie?
Sure. If you can, leave this tree alone.
He looks down at the tree again. He looks around to like the other little pieces, little trees that are in the little plaza area. Okay.
Apparently, it itches when you crawl around on him. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he cared. At least he doesn't move and get large like the other one. I don't like those. This one's been a nice tree. Doesn't move at all.
What did you say? Get large?
Yeah.
Wait. Which one does that?
They're in the bush. They're in the woods. With the weird looking bone people. Like the bone horses, and they trample around, they run around, they make howl in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay. Do you know where that is?
He kind of just like throws his hands up and kind of like points in all different directions. I came through the bottom of the city. I ran around for a little bit. I got attacked by a cat or something. I think it was a cat. And I found my way around this tree, and I've been hanging out here for the past couple of days. Look, kind of runs around the tree again. He has like a little tiny like hole. And he kind of goes into it and comes back out of it. Made home.
Apparently, that little home up there.
That hurt so much. The tree says.
Apparently, that little hole, that little home is hurting the tree. So
Looks around. All right, well, Cookie, and I go. I'll go to that tree. And he points to the one to his right. It's like 20 feet across, away from you.
Yes.
As you're sitting here, as you like turn to your left, you see a little kid sitting there just looking at you. You also see Osric going 20 feet behind you.
As well as Artem sitting next to Osric.
So is Case sitting next to you. just passes it to you.
I guess if they're sitting there watching,
is this normal, Osric?
I'm gonna go over there and talk to them and ask if they have a cookie.
Oh, true.
Do you guys have a cookie?
You all turn to Case.
Aren't you working at a bakery? You don't have any cookies or access to any cookies or can't even make a cookie?
What do you think I am?
Case is like,
just
I have cookie
steal
dish.
food.
I have a couple.
I have just one.
Yeah. She kind of reaches in and she pulls out like a little tiny cookie, like a chocolate chip. Hands it to you.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go be a weird druid for a couple more minutes.
She's like, oh! And she like comes up behind you. I want to see this.
I just want to add that Artem at no point while working takes off his armor or like sets down his weapon. He just has it all on like his back.
No problem. While you're going to do that, I'll go back to Artem. Artem, as you were like working for the next couple of days, you learn that the owner, the guy who's in the center, Lance, you learn as he starts like walking behind you and asking you about your pole arm. So can you swing that?
Yes.
Master? Oh.
I'm quite good at it. It's my specialty.
Well, maybe after work, maybe we can spar a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Meet me after dark. Down in the
that sounds okay. That sounds a little bit more threatening.
No.
Yeah, no, I get you though.
No threat. Meet me by the estate of the mistress of the Grey Hunts. That is my house.
Do you have a map?
I do. Are you guys on the map?
No. I'm like asking, like in character, like do you have a map?
Yeah, he says, I don't have a map. But on the eastern side of the city, it's the largest estate, the big mansion.
Okay.
I'll
go there.
I have a training grounds there.
That sounds awesome.
He turns back around and goes back to work. Walking back with the cookie, you see the squirrel kind of pop out of the hole and just looking, like stares at you intently at the cookie as you begin walking up from like 20 feet away.
I have a cookie.
It just jumps towards you and tries to snatch it from your hand.
I hold on very firmly and I look dead in the eyes of the squirrel.
Roll athletics or acrobatics.
You're trying to intimidate the squirrel?
Yes.
Amazing. Alright, no matter what you roll, the squirrel just jumps at you and jumps like 5 feet short. Kind of hits the ground. It kind of just, like runs around in a circle really quickly to make sure he's okay. He looks back at you. Cookie?
I will give you this.
Little claws tapping. Done.
All right. Move out of the tree.
Give me cookie. Give me cookie. Give me cookie. Give me cookie.
Give the cookie.
Ha! He like jumps up and grabs it, and like just bites into it. Looks around. And you hear the tree. Oh, thank God! Get away! Get him away! Get him away! And he like bites into the cookie. Looks around. Runs back up the tree, back into his hole for like a couple seconds, and you hear the tree. No, please! No, please! No, please! And you just see it come out with a bunch of like just a bunch of like a couple berries in one hand, and it's like kind of squishing some of them. You see his mouth is just full of stuff now, And he like jumps out with the cookie like still like in his mouth, kind of like his mouth is like kind of like swollen, it's filled, and he has the cookie still like biting onto the cookie to like hold on to it. He like runs out the tree, runs down the thing, kind of just like runs past you, and runs to the tree to your right. Just runs up it and sits on top of it.
Well, I bet that tree is gonna have a bad day.
I don't care about him.
No, I didn't.
As you guys are going to need to say, you guys sitting on the park bench, roll perception. Dear God, Arthur.
Damn it.
Actually, both you guys actually do see this. As you guys are kind of sitting there, entrancing thing with a squirrel. Just past it, or a little to your right, actually. A little to your right, guys. You guys see the Vazula's secrets. You see the flap in the front open up, and you see what looks like a tiny halfling just pulling with all his might, kind of slipping a little bit here in the mud or in the snow, and he like, rights himself back up. And it's a little older halfling, and you see him just yanking something out of the front of it. And he pulls what looks like a giant piano. And he's just like pulling with all his might, sliding it through the snow, and you see on the other side is a Genasi pushing from the other side. They're just pushing it through the snow out of Azula's secrets. Kind of slip, kind of picks back up, and you see him just carrying this thing across the dawn, and they kind of walk past you guys, and they kind of tip their hats as they walk. They're like, oh, it's so heavy. See anyone walking past you. You see the the tree. We would love it if you can. If you can help us, yes, please. We would like that. Get on that side. All right. Roll athletics.
Artem also helps.
All right. So roll athletics with advantage. Whoever wants to take the lead.
There.
Dear God, you do it. And Artem, you kind of just lift it. And it kind of takes it. It's a little awkward. So you kind of lift it on your side and kind of tips over. And you see the halfling kind of get lift out of the snow with it. And kind of lets go and falls back to the ground. And Osric, you on the other side kind of just lift it on the other side. And you see the Genasi, the water Genasi step back. Like, oh, thank you. You see the little halfling. Wait, what?
Castle on the... Get away.
No, this was 2 gold. This was 2 gold. This is a Stiegel. Not letting you take this.
Wait, this is only... Wait, this...
Oh. Alright. You scared me there. I saved up that 2 gold. And you see the water Genasi walk around. Thank you so much for this. Henry, it's okay. They're going to help us. Okay. Henry turns right around the corner over here, a little tiny townhouse. Being this close though with the to the piano, looking at it, you see it's very old. The black on it is almost worn off. There's parts of it that are there's no paint or anything. It's kind of just the wood, and you see some of it's deteriorated and kind of waterlogged in some spots. Not waterlogged, but like water damage in some spots of it. And you see as you're kind of holding it, there's 2 or 3 keys missing on the front.
No wonder they got it for so cheap.
As you make your way around the corner, and there's a pretty small, quaint townhouse. Kind of a little bit of snow on top, drizzling off. You see there's a wind chime. And you see on the wind chime is a symbol of Melora. It's kind of like spinning. Barbola, back to the tree. You want to do anything else with the tree? The tree is like, thank you so much for that.
Well,
Can you do anything about the weather?
I probably just fucked over another tree, but anyways, Did
Oh,
you
that
hear
one
what the
can't
scroll
speak.
said about these bone creatures and bone horses and things?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it. People walk by and they mention that the headless horseman or the headless horseman or something. The headless one walks by. They mention stuff like that.
The headless
The man over
horseman.
there, and you can't point, but he says the green man over not the green, sorry, the blue man over there, who the half orc you were talking to earlier was blue. He mentions that undead. He's a water orc, yeah. That the undead fringe upon our safety every day. Ever since someone called the Briarwoods, there's been a problem in the timberlands out there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will try and talk to you if that squirrel ever comes back, but I never talked before, so I don't know how I'll do that.
Well, I have to cast a spell and etc. I'm gonna go tell that other tree how you feel.
Thank you. Thank you, and you walk out of the range of it. You don't hear anymore.
And go over to the big tree.
You guys, as you go into the house, it's kind of an awkward pushing it through a door. As you see Henry run up the staircase and like undoes the door and opens it up and kind of holds the door open for you as you awkwardly move this thing sideways in, and the water genasi is behind you. Like kind of like every now and then she tries to like reach in to help you, but like she knows she's like going to cause a problem if she like. You guys got this pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, she keeps trying to put her hand in somewhere to try and help. You guys move it in. You see, he moves you to the right, where there's a large dining room, where you see the tables are pushed to the side, all the chairs are pushed to the side, for this make space for this piano.
Where do you want it?
Right there. Will be nice.
No,
Right in the center of the room. As you put it down, you're like, thank you so much for this. It's really heavy.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be 5 gold.
His face kind of like...
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Please.
You see it just tear run over his face for a couple of seconds.
Please. No, it was a joke.
Okay. Thank you. He kind of looks back and forth, and you see the water genasi. Thank you so much for what you've done. Do you want a meal? I can cook something for dinner. As a payment back. It would have took us... We probably would have broke our backs trying to carry that as far as we did.
I look at Osric. Yeah, food sounds fine.
Alright. Henry. No, we would never. I don't... She just awkwardly turns. Maybe we should poison them, Henry. You see them go into the kitchen and start cooking food. It should be done in an hour, they say. As you walk back, Burler, as you walk back to the sun tree, hey, how was he?
Well, he had a pest squirrel in him that I convinced to move out and then into another tree. So, well,
Problem
really
solver.
accomplishments.
Yeah, no. Problem solver, I see.
I tried.
Good on you. Well, that's nice. If you need anything, I'll be right here. You have any more questions?
No.
All right.
God fucking damn
I'm gonna go. Roller's gonna go talk to the man who is kind of like knows a lot about the village or the tree or whatever. Who's friendly?
Okay. He's walking around. He sees you, and he doesn't really pay attention. Like he just sees that you're over there talking to the tree. He seems like he understands it. Like he kind of just nods and keeps on walking. Like he doesn't seem like turned off or thrown out by it. Suntree, it's nice meeting you, Rolar. Call me Suntree.
Nice to meet you, Suntree.
I would shake your hand, but I'm unable to.
That's quarter stock.
Yeah, just reach for like a spare branch.
branch, as you do. Kind of shake the branch.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Oh my god. But go talk to the. What is he in?
He is a half orc, but he is blue. Most of the ones you've seen throughout your travels are green. He is a blue half orc, and you see he has tusks that come up. They look like they've been filed down in a way that make him look a little bit more human. They're still there, but they're very tiny tusks around his lips. And he has a long black and white tattoo going across the side of his face on the right side. He has white hair that is kind of balding on top. Kind of makes a little horseshoe on top of his head. And wearing long white and gold robes. He's currently just been quietly watching you as you've been doing your thing, and he's been helping people as you walk around. Private.
Hello there, sir.
Oh, why hello there. I
Forgive
see
me
you.
for, talking to the trees. I just got curious.
No. I love to see a man of nature in their environment.
Fucking hippies.
It's good. He kind of looks up at the tree. The sun tree hasn't spoken to another individual in quite a long time. I'm sure he appreciated the company. And he like puts his hand on the tree, kind of like rests for a second, closes his eyes, and turns to you again.
Fuck.
Is there something I can help you with, my child?
Oh, I was just curious what the big deal with a tree that doesn't stop blooming was.
He looks up.
They told me.
During the days of the reckoning, the chained oblivion, Thar-Zadun, nearly killed and consumed the knowing Ioun. A furious and vengeful Pelor pursued this fleeing oblivion.
Oh god.
Wow, what is that?
Oh god, please make it stop.
Fucking
Was that
lagged.
Was that a microwave? What was that? Holy god.
Oh god, stop doing laundry.
Yeah, it like lagged. It like lagged Discord.
That's funny.
He puts his hand on the tree and he says, I nearly consumed the knowing one Ioun, a furious and vengeful Pelor, which you know is the son of the god of sunlight. Pursued the fleeing oblivion across the mountaintops, over the seas of Gat Chateau. There, the mad god was finally beaten and imprisoned once again. And the land wept as the pain they had laid waste to the world. After his victory, Pelor, our god of the sun, returned here to Resrune and placed a single seed into the ground where Ioun had nearly died. The god wept, and from that seed grew a symbol of protection, a beacon of light within the dark forest that surrounds us. He kind of turns and looks towards you can see here and there tall pines that go up on the edges of the city, over the rooftops of the townhouses. As he looks around, that is the story of the sun tree. It always blooms, no matter the time of year, no matter the strife that hits it. Always showing that life finds a way.
Well, he told me a sun god cried and his tear kind of made a tree.
As the story goes, one tear dripped into the seed in the earth, and this grew out, a symbol of his protection upon this land. Even through the darkest times, we still prevailed.
So does it have any special abilities or powers or anything, or is it just a tree that doesn't stop blooming?
Hey, what's up? There is no greater power than hope.
Yeah,
This-
so is there anything else? Like, yeah, I know, like, never,
But,
never like dies or withers or like stops
Tangible?
blooming, but you know, anything else?
Wait, I'm just curious.
Could it lend me like $5? That'd be pretty cool.
Over time, as I've noticed, people that live near it or within the
Die.
vicinity of it have lived fuller lives, longer for the most part.
Well, I know where we're moving.
And as you're looking at him, he's 70 years old. He moves fine. Like he's not limping. He's moving his arm fluidly. He looks very spry and able. He holds his back is straight. He is good form.
This is what I was curious about. I know the tree doesn't die. Shit.
Yeah. You get the sense from what he's. It helps people live. It gives life. It gives nourishment to people that are near it all the time, or at least in the vicinity of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
How big of an AOE is it, though?
He has no idea.
We gotta do some testing. These tests are gonna take a really long time, though, in order to get conclusive data.
Yeah, 20 years right now. Skip over it.
We need to have a bunch of people live within 5 feet increments. Oh, yeah, you're right. And we go like shorter than that and go for like an animal. I don't know, bro. I seem to communicate with that squirrel.
Case, as you were talking to Father Tustooth, as you're talking to him, Case comes up Vrolar, I think I found someone. And as you turn, you see Case is currently sitting here with her bags, and you see a tiny gnome with her. That is. Lauren, how would you like to describe your character? Oh, Lauren, you did.
Oh,
Toot.
it like turned off.
And you dropped AFK
Oh.
because you've been muted so long.
Oh. Hello.
You hear from the gnome.
I am Mipple Duke Bib Notten Body Knock Eliwick Loop Motten.
I call her
Kind
Ann.
of
You can
stares.
call me Mipple, or any of my other names. I like them all. But yeah, there's
no.
just like a little 2.5 foot tall gnome, very small. She's kind of green. She's got real green eyes. She's like brownish, greenish. You know, she looks like she could blend in with some rocks if she wanted to.
But she's fucking gorgeous.
But she's fucking gorgeous. There's just something about her, and you're just like, I've never seen a gnome this attractive. What is happening to
We
me?
got
Like,
I'll
don't
leave
even
this up
roll
to
the
the
d10.
dice.
It's just a 10.
A 4. Okay.
I'm sure Aiden begs to differ.
It's 'cause Aiden doesn't have eyes.
Artemida wants a
Not for
gnome.
women.
Case turns. I call her Knock, but it could be confusion with Knox, though. Mipple? Bimp? Naughton? Ellie. I like Ellie. She hands you Lotharius' bark brick.
Yeah. The gnome's just kind of bouncing around.
It's just you, Broiler, and
Oh.
Me and Arm are having dinner. And Adam's
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just bouncing around, playing in the woods. You notice that she has a pet squirrel that she seems to be playing with.
Wait,
Come here, Erky. I hear this tree doesn't like squirrels. We'll avoid this one.
Rulor just kind of looks confusedly and like, what is going on? Not understanding.
Tusktooth, I don't know, my son. Strange things are afoot.
What strange things?
Oh, he was joking. That was me joking.
Okay.
But if you want to ask about strange things, he will.
I was gonna ask more about that
Yeah.
skeleton shit.
You want to ask for that?
Yes.
Well, 20 years back, we were plagued by the Briarwoods. They sacked our city and closed us off from the other aid to help us. The Sun Tree, he looks up. That was the one time in recorded history that it didn't bloom. It actually went dark for but a time. They razed our churches. The Temple of the Dawn still regrows from those days. And their taint of undeath still fills the air outside of these walls. Centaur skeletons and undead raid the parched woods. And giants, undead giants, still attack us here and there, wandering unknowingly into the Raven's Claw.
What's the Raven's Claw?
They are our protectors of the city. Years back, after the Firewoods vanquish, a small temple, an altar of the Raven, was built here. And he kind of turns, he kind of points eastward to the graveyard district. Beyond that, about an hour's walk, kind of motions for a second, half a day's walk, a little bit longer than an hour, half a day's walk into the mountains, the Alabasters. And you can see them in the distance. They're a large mountain range, kind of encapsulates this entire, all the way around you actually, left and right and in front of you, pretty much everywhere around here. It's pretty much in a large nook of mountains you currently are in. You kind of points to the east. Temple of the Raven is there, where a large sect of vanguards of her, the Matron of Ravens, is based. You would know the Raven Queen, Matron of Ravens, is the goddess of death.
Oh, lovely.
Not in an evil way, not in a good way. She is just death. It is a natural progression of life. Everyone has a time, and that time needs to be final in a way. She believes in. She does not believe in undeath. She thinks that. Doesn't think, but her thing is pretty much when you die, you die.
Right.
When it's your time, it is your time. If you come back, it's okay. Resurrection, all that stuff. But undeath is a big no-no.
Bad necromancers.
Yeah. We are assailed here and there from the woods. It is not a major problem, but it is a problem. One that there is no end in sight. For the Briarwoods, defiling of this area was deep and painful. If you want to roll history after hearing all about the Briarwoods, you can.
I mean, I have insight, but I'm not good at history.
It'd be history.
Hi, nice.
Okay. These names... you don't have advantage.
Damn it.
These names aren't really ringing any bells here. If you have anything else I can help you with, if not, I am here night and day.
I guess I'm kind of curious if there's any kind of way to stop it or not.
As far as I know, I do not. I do not fully understand. These timberlands are cursed, from what I understand. We do our best in warding it off. If it needs to be done, the arcane obelisks will protect the city in times of crisis. And that I refer to our archmage, for I do not understand the full capabilities of them. Yeah. He doesn't fully understand.
You're talking to a glorified homeless person.
He has a home.
Yeah, the street counts. Come on.
Yep, pretty much.
Interesting. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome, my child.
It was nice
Yeah.
talking to the tree.
So is it a soup?
Holds his hand up. Mixing it is soup. It's soup. It is filled with pieces of meat.
Ooh.
Yeah. You see on the
Kind of
side there
meat
is different kinds of vegetables and fruits. Throw out some bread here and there and just kind of lay it out for you. Dinner and stuff. You want to ask them anything? They kind of ask you about where you're from. They do a little prayer before dinner to Melora.
Okay.
Do you not partake?
Oh, where we come from, sort of band.
Oh,
I mean, not
you see
Yeah.
the water.
of course, but like in general.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't need to. He turns to his wife, the water genasi.
I mean, I'll
You guys can go ahead. Like, we won't.
yeah, we're good.
They kind of look back and forth for a couple seconds, and
We're not against it.
they turn and begin praying to themselves. And then they get into eating dinner.
I asked them about like what else was in that shop.
Say what?
They walked out of the big tent shop thing, right?
Yes, they did. Out of Azula's secrets.
And I asked them what else is in there.
Yes.
That's exciting.
I want to know about the secrets.
Mr. Halfling.
They kind of look back and forth. The water genasi turns to you, Artem, and begins talking. Henry starts talking to you. She introduced herself as Livian.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Hello, Chain Oblivion.
Huh?
Said hello, Oblivion.
Oh. Henry begins talking that he helps working at the House of the Lawbringer. Mostly he helps with sermons in the morning. He doesn't get paid very much, as he just explained. The house he was given when he moved here about 3 years ago. They needed people to work and help rebuild the city, and were given housing for free. And you see most of the houses are generally the same. They're all just nice little quaint townhouses. Here and there, there's a bigger one, but for the most part, they're pretty thin, but tall.
Nice.
It's okay work. Mostly talking to people, getting offerings to Erathis.
How about this? You ever felt like you need armor? Weaponry.
I mean, it would be nice to have in case we are attacked by the nightly undead. But the ravens,
I'll
No,
Drop
of course
a
not.
plate set on you if you need it.
Oh shit!
He
I don't think they're gonna be able
like
to
looks
move.
at the water genasi. He looks at Livian. Livian kind of looks at him. And they're kind of like her eyes go wide.
Probably not trained in that, are you?
I can train. I've been known to learn a few things here and there in my lifetime. You see his Livian, who's talking to you, Artem. She was like,
Yeah.
Vasula is an odd one. She has many trinkets and odd things in there. But then as you say that, she turns to Ostrich. And she's still just looking at you.
Osric, I don't think that's advisable.
I'm a magic smith, so
Are you going to do it?
what?
What kind of resources are you gonna use?
Henry's. I can't say no to full plate.
Do you have any materials lying around?
How many pots do we have, Liv? He like like goes into his kitchen and starts grabbing cutlery, starts grabbing plates, anything that has any kind of steel in it. Just taking it all off of his countertops. You see him walk around and grabs like a nail out of a drawer, just throws it in the middle of the room. You see Livian just like Henry. She like turns and
Osric, I don't think this is a good idea.
he turns. But
Why not like chain it or something like easier, lighter?
I can. Why not? Like,
These 4 people, you're gonna make them have nothing, so they can have
no,
plate
I'm
mail.
not gonna turn their fucking pots and pans into armor. I'm gonna go buy you raw food tomorrow. Make you some.
you see Livian turns. Thank you, Henry. Pick everything up. He's like, okay.
Alright, would you
And
like
she's
a
just
or a great sword?
Oh god.
kind of looks back at you. I tried it.
Alright.
It's just like,
Oh wait,
picking
can you
things
make me? Can you make me a try? I don't have one of those in my collection yet.
Sure.
up. Aiden.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you going to the temple for dinner? Temple of Dawn.
Yeah.
Going there at nighttime, you get there and you see there is the other men you've been working with. You see there's a mixed amount of races, dwarves, elves. You see there's actually a Kinku who's been working with you. He's been a little
Diverse
silent.
workplace.
Diverse workplace. And as you walk in, you see there's a long table that wasn't there before. Before there was pews. The pews have been moved to the side. There's a long table in the center now, where you see everyone's kind of sitting down and getting ready to eat. You see there are tiny little globes of light that are kind of just floating above the table, giving this entire room what feels like sunlight. It's really bright in here. As the man, the headmaster you saw earlier, begins sitting at the table, and he sits down. Everyone kind of sits down with him, and you see looks like 4 what are they called, like choir boys, come out and start handing out food and putting it on the table for everyone, and they also take a seat throughout the table, like seats here and there. But yeah, and he gives a little bit of a sermon about. Really, the gist of it is because it's actually like pretty long, and you see some of the workers are kind of like, all right, just a little hungry now. But he gives a pretty long sermon about how the light will shine and show us the way towards a new future. The light will help regrow the crops, will help finish the rebirth, pretty much, of light and regrowing. And then once this temple is ready, they can be a beacon within this city against the darkness that is outside. But for the most part, dinner goes pretty good, unless you want to talk to someone or do anything.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, it goes by.
So let me get your measurements real quick.
Okay, he holds his arms out.
Wait, is this the halfling or the...
Halfling.
I offer
The Wajanasi, Livian is currently just behind her husband, putting all the pots and pans back.
I help.
Oh,
Thank you. Putting everything back. He's like,
I only need a half, is that?
you do.
How do you feel about obsidian?
That sounds even cooler than steel.
That might be too heavy.
I'll work
Yeah.
with it.
How strong are you?
I'll do push-ups in the morning. He is less than you, Autumn.
Oh, I mean, I was asking him more directly,
Oh.
not like, I was like, how strong are you?
Kind of moves his arms around a little.
I put my greatsword in front of him and say, could you lift this up?
He's gonna try. 10.
Oh,
Any mithril equipment, guys?
He lifts it. It's kind of heavy. He does lift it. It's just really heavy. Kind of drops it after a couple seconds.
alright. I put it back on my back.
I want to go to either a forge or the castle, presumably. See if anyone has about 25 pounds of mithril.
Oh shit.
How many
Oh, that's
pounds?
a good idea though.
Yeah,
That's all mithril.
Roll investigation, Sudie.
that's not a lot of mithril.
Awesome.
So I guess not.
Investigation.
Walking around, asking around, you see people are like, I don't know, we don't get shipments of mithril around here. Some other people kind of point you to Vazula's secrets, actually.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, she's a little weird, but she might have some.
Artem,
Yes.
we're going to Vazula's.
No problem.
I'll see you later.
Good. Thank you for the meal.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy your piano. Even though it's
I
just
will.
some piece.
I'll see you tomorrow, I think, right?
Might be the end of the week. Some previous engagements.
Okay. I'll be here, or you can find me at the House of the Lawbringer in the morning. There from sunrise.
That would be so much cooler.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. He is excited and turns help Livian put everything back. She puts the nail back in the thing. Aiden, on your way back from the church, you do see Artem and Strick kind of walking through the main square of the building. Main square.
I'll meet up with him.
And as you guys
What?
step out into the main square in the nighttime, you see a little bit of snow drizzling down. You see there are now little motes of light, kind of lighting every corner of the streets, giving a little bit of light so everyone can see. You see even people kind of still perusing around the Dawnfather Square, where they're buying little knickknacks here and there. Some people are buying groceries for the next day. It's still pretty lively at nighttime. And you see the half-orc priest still walking around the Dawnfather, around the Sun Tree.
Ostrich glances up at the moon.
It's very ominous.
How full is it?
It's about half.
Okay. Just walk up to Aiden in the night and just glance up at the moon.
What?
You know, the last incident.
Is there something up with the moon?
No. Just checking.
Okay.
It's I have a spell that can only cast on a full moon.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have to lie to you. I'm scared you're gonna turn into a wereplanter.
Again.
I will
You guys-
cast
Oh, sorry.
remove curse on myself in the hopes that it maybe holds over for.
Sounds like a plan. Anyways, we're going to the weird trinket shop.
Wait, how late in the night is it?
It's probably like 8, maybe
It's like,
9.
I have the engagement with a dude at his place.
You do? Yes.
What time does like the bakery close?
You know the bakery closes around 9. As you
Okay,
can see, it's still open. People are still walking around doing
Alright.
things.
Alright, we have an hour.
You also see, as you walk into this main square, you see Aiden walking. You do see a beautiful gnome with Case. As the gnome's running around doing things, whatever you're doing, Lauren, right now, Case is drawing you. You get a little set out, and she's like drawing as she's like following behind you. And you also see Wolfgar Osric following behind them.
Hey, Case.
Yes.
What you got there?
Right here. She kind of looks over to you, and you see there is a photo of the gnome currently in front of her.
Yeah, no,
No,
I
man.
know gnome Case.
Oh,
Bye.
I don't know. She was in my pastry bag when we came through the portal.
I like paste.
What portal?
Paste.
You guys
came
Those
through
are
to
my
this town.
favorite.
Oh,
Are you one of Buttercup's friends?
Yeah, you rescued me. I'm Nippleduke.
Nipple.
Nippleduke. Bimp
That-
Nut Body Knock Ellywick Loop Mutton. And this is her
Case.
That's a fucking mouthful.
Most gnomes
Case-
have
Yeah.
like 13 names. I had to cut it in
Yeah.
half for you people, because none of you can remember all of them.
Yeah, I'm not
She
gonna lie.
shakes her
I only
head
remember
no.
the word nipple.
I don't know what's so funny.
Case, I call her
Me
Ellie.
either.
Okay.
I call her
we're at the
Ellie,
Wicked Shop.
or Mipple, or
Yes.
Bot.
Are you here to murder the slavers that took you?
no, wait.
It's very about that. I don't know if
Why are you with us? Sorry,
Well,
why did you come in the-
rescued me, and I thought maybe I could be of service. Also, I just like fucking shit up.
How do you fuck shit up?
I like it. Case turns. I like her.
In what
Well,
kind of
as
ways
see,
you fuck
I'm
shit up?
Very attractive.
I don't see
I
that,
just-
but continue.
Aw. Aw.
Autumn
just
Auto
like
just
people and they
dislikes
like me.
gnomes.
And then they tell me how to destroy them, and I do it.
That's
Yeah,
what?
no.
Aw.
What? What?
I think it
Even
should be a
though you
detailed
guys are like
question.
rolling low, she is otherworldly beauty, like in an like in a weird way.
Like a glamour bard kind of way?
Yes, like in a. You may not like her, but you can definitely see why everyone else does in a way.
Because
Like,
everyone
very-
else is weird.
Let's face it, fellas.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone else is into some weird shit.
2 plus 9. Oh. My God.
Woohoo! What are we fucking up first?
No, we're going shopping. Give
We're
me
fucking
money.
up the shopping?
Maybe. Only if it's vampires.
Usually I can just ask people for things and they'll give them to me.
Give it a go.
John,
Yeah.
I don't have a character sheet.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's done. It's in D&D Beyond.
Gnome ASMR.
But I can't click anything.
Yeah, you're good.
Can we just
You can
say
name
that I charmed them and they give me everything I want?
yourself because I don't know that name.
Oh,
1 second. I'm giving you a character sheet right now.
Mippleduke, Bimp Nuttin, Body Knock, Ellywick.
I'm just gonna put Mipple.
Nipple?
But my name doesn't
No, I'm
actually
saying-
fit. It cuts
I
off
know,
the
it's
last,
ridiculous.
Like, word and a half.
I'm never writing micros for you.
Copy and paste.
Too much. My
He's
computer
gonna do
can't
it.
load that much.
He's gonna do it.
Stop whispering into the mic.
All right, so you are in.
Oh, this is an
as Mipple.
ASMR stream, come on.
So what you can do for now until you make your character sheet, just type in like r/1d20 plus, and just use the D&D Beyond for reference.
Can we not just import it from D&D Beyond?
No, it's not that nice. That'd be amazing
Why do we make it in D&D Beyond then?
because I don't know, it's easier, faster. But like D&D now has answer, so it's like kind of same. Bro, you do see this too. You see them all meeting. They're kind of hanging out in the middle.
Right. Okay. I guess I try to go where they all are.
Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of in this main square with you, kind of all talking.
Okay, so I talks to some trees and a squirrel. I just walk up to the group and I say, "Hey," so I talked to some trees and a squirrel.
Yeah, we saw.
I know
The-
I was just being a druid for a little bit, but
Is that what
He
druids do?
says,
They talk to trees?
yes, actually.
I knew a guy who did drugs and he talked to trees. Are you like him?
So they told me that there's some skeleton evil things that are outside of the walls of the village. Basically right outside the wall. Yeah, I have no idea. You don't know it. How did they explain it?
He said it was a block across the land, and that they believe, like from we got your gist, that the Briarwoods did so many bad things in this area that it's just cursed this area,
But
and
the
that the
tree is
undead
like-
still walk, and
So
the
basically-
trees come alive and attack.
It does.
And it's been here for about 20-ish years. And he did say that in times of great need, they use the arcane obelisk that surround the city for protection.
Right.
But there hasn't been a need for those in many years.
So that's what I learned from 2 trees and a squirrel and a blue orc.
2 cheese and a squirrel.
That's the name of this session. 2 trees and a squirrel.
Nice. Oh my god.
Okay. Bezula secrets. All right, as you guys walk across, the square, you see it's pretty jolly, and you see there's this one tent that stands out against the rest. It is ominous. It's a black tent that has a weird coarse material. It's like dried leather. It has little tiny cracks and like streams inside of it. It looks like it's sweating a little bit. And he has a black curtain in the front of it, where you see a little bit of mist coming out of it from underneath. Wow. Who's going first? All right, roll me a perception check. 20. That's what you need. As you walk up, you see along the perimeter of the tent is a tiny bit. It looks like white powder and circulates the entire thing. Do you sniff some of it? All right. It doesn't feel like salt. Ash. As you kind of touch it, ash. It turns a little bit gray as you kind of touch it. You see, might be a little bit of snow on it. You kind of touch it; it's a little gray. It's not that much. It's a tiny, tiny strip around. But this looks like ash. You can roll religion.
Ooh, this gets interesting.
You don't really know anything about this. You know there are in some ritual spells and different wardings that salt. Sometimes ash is used, but you have no idea about this. Cool. You step over it. All right, step in. Who else is going in?
I go in.
Nibbleduke!
Ah, Duke.
Do I
I'll
roll
go in,
perception
I
or is it
guess.
just him?
Everyone.
What happened, Aiden?
Oh, are you talking about Ash? I don't know.
Ash Ketchum.
Pretty-
Got to be the best. Aiden, you say you're going in?
Yeah.
As you guys all walk in, Aiden, as you step into the ash, you see a purple barrier shoot up and kind of hits you and just stops you in place.
Well, I guess I'm not going.
You just hit it and you see like a massive kind of pulse of purple kind of hit the barrier, and you see a bubble around the tent and kind of knocks you back. It kind of burns part of your skin. It kind of burns you. Take 1 damage. Force. Not just.
Autumn will try to go in after seeing this.
You step in fine. You can, with seeing that, you can roll religion.
Autumn would also like to attempt to roll religion. Where's the button?
Aiden, you can roll religion too if you want.
Oh, Autumn's no religion.
You guys.
Runs in the
you-
family.
Even with
Oh,
your
religion.
sense of knowledge, you do not know what this is. You guys, when Artem hit it, or when Aiden hit it, when you guys turned and saw the big burst, you did see his eyes flash gold. Joel, did you get the Belt Dwarven guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to know if you put that in your stats. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked, so I wasn't sure. Okay. But yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Stepping inside, leaving Aiden outside. Stepping inside, you see and hear the cold goes away, and it's like humid, really, really humid in here. You see there
Florida.
are 4 tables that are. You see the ground itself is wood, like a circular wood, kind of making the shape of the tent. You see there are 4 tables that are completely bare and have cobwebs on them. And you see across the room from you guys is a small little bench and a large antique rocking chair that's currently and rocking back and forth. And you see a very small bronze dragonborn sitting in it. Very, very old of age, that her scales are turning kind of greenish, kind of turning green after old age. And kind of just like rocking back and forth in her chair. And you see right next to her is a probably about 9 foot wide, humongous, overstuffed bag. Welcome to the Zola secret. Hello. Protection. Undead, creatures, supernatural. Anything that which wants
See?
predatory attacks against me.
What did I say? What did I say? There's bone things tagging the wall.
Tell me what you need, and maybe Vasula has it for you. I may have 25 of it. And you see her kind of, without even breaking eye contact, she might have 25 of it. She, without breaking eye contact, she smiles and kind of just reaches to her right and just grabs the massive bag and just starts pulling it towards her. And you hear all kinds of things moving and shifting. Sounds like baubles and metal falling within it. It's like scraping against the ground. And she pulls it up to her. And without breaking eye contact, still just opens it up and reaches a hand in. You hear all kinds of things moving around on the inside. One. She pops it down. You see it's like a giant, like, brick of it. 2, 3. I may have about 7 of them. Reaches back in, pulls out 1 platinum. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Throws the other platinum back in there. She pulls out like 25 bricks of mithril. I would love to have your soul. I'm
What?
joking. For 1 brick is 100 gold of mithril. And looking at it, 1 brick of it is about 5 pounds. She's putting it on the table. Never breaking eye contact, kind of staring at each of you in the eyes. Deal. She throws it, slides. Oh, she wasn't pulling out brick. 1 platinum is 11 gold. It's a platinum coin. She has 7 of them. She has 7 of them. You can't have them. Just grabs the coins and throws them back in the bag and closes it. You want the mithril? I don't have any steel, unfortunately. I do have this. Opens the bag and she pulls out a meaty hand. It's covered in fur. She puts it on the table. A mummified owlbear matron hand. 25 gold. It looks creepy on your panels. 25 gold. She smiles and reaches back into the bag and pulls out this like deteriorated skin falling off piece of like just skeleton. Just throws it on the table. 10 gold. Roll persuasion. At disadvantage. This is so low.
Oh, goddammit. I just remembered my inspiration
6
that I had.
gold. Alright.
Hey, do you have any fucking weapons that might just do random things?
Weapons. She reaches back in, pulls out a batch of garlic,
That's not a weapon.
Good for cooking. And also good for keeping away vampires. 2 gold. Vampires. 2 gold. I have this. Reaches back and pulls out what looks like a large iron mask where it has no mouth, but it has tusks where the mouth are. It looks like a full iron mask of a orc's head. Puts it on the table. 5 gold. Food. It tastes great. And protects you. Yes. She puts the iron mask on the table. 5 gold. Sale. There are no sales. Let's see.
Whoa.
Pulls out. And you see as she pulls out another thing out of the bag. She pulls out what looks like a extremely pristine sword hilt. Looks like it's made of silver with a blue topaz on both sides of it. Puts it on the table. And you see as she puts it on the table, it has a tiny little blade, maybe about 1 inch long. A blade with a hilt. Short people, maybe? I don't know. 20 gold. I find them on my travels. And people bring them to me.
The internet. That's her answer.
I thought she was gonna dodge the question and just fucking like, where do you get these things? And she's like, 20 gold.
20 gold. She reaches in. She picks it up, hands it to you. No return. Beware. All sales are failed. Beware, they say the curse will last forever. I'm joking with you. I'm just messing with you. You're all good. Don't die.
Don't die, so I won't move on.
She pulls out. Identify it? Okay. You're casting an action, just doing it. Okay. 10 minutes. She pulls out. Okay. She pulls out the a big large thing. You see, it's a jade and ivory chessboard. She puts it on the table. You see, it only has half the set, and not even just one half. It's a half of both sides. An ivory and jade chess set. 1 gold.
I don't think that's worth 1 gold.
And she pulls out. It's always worth 1 gold. And she pulls out a vial. It's filled with like a red liquid that you guys know as like a healing potion. Puts it on the table. This will keep you from dying in places in which you might be dying. The garlic will. The garlic will protect you against vampires.
I don't doubt it.
And she pulls out more stuff, and you see it's a bunch of just crap. Knickknacks, some like little balls that bounce here and there, some marbles are pouring onto the table. She pulls out all 7 pieces of platinum and lines them up on the table for everyone. It also takes some time. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes. She's just pulling stuff out of her bag and putting it on the table.
Fucking Christ.
Would you like any of my secret?
No, not really.
All right. Identifying. It has no magic on it currently, but it looks like it used to be magical. It has, you're not really getting anything from it. It doesn't seem like what is magical, but you do see as you're identifying that it has residual. And looking at it also, roll Arcana with your identify. With advantage, because you're identifying and you're sitting there taking time. Lauren, can you roll for CT? Arcana with advantage. Parlay, change a combat encounter to a social encounter.
Yeah, I forgot I had that. I still don't know.
I like the
Why
idea.
not?
It's something stupid too. It's like a shark or something.
Oh my.
Dear
I
God,
think he gets it.
a natural 20.
Very low. Oh.
Fucking Christ.
Okay. Ostrich. Looking at the sword, and looking at the glyphs that are on it, you see there's little sigils on it throughout the entire hilt. Looking at these, you know, with your history and studying the arcane, being trained in the academy, throughout history, there have been 3 epochs of moments in history when the large gains have been gained, large strides in arcane and academic fields, where magic has made large jumps in the way arcane glyphs and sigils have been written. Yes, stuff like that. These seem, before these glyphs, they seem extremely barbaric, ancient, very primordial in their formings. They seem more raw. They don't seem like they have any refinement. 20 gold right there on the table. She reaches out and grabs the gold and throws it into her bag. Just throws it in her bag. What are you doing, Mrs.? Okay.
Nope. I'll pass. I have somewhere to go. Or it won't out.
Do you have anything that's like super gimmicky or weird? I know. I want something weird like
Do you want to fly?
what is the fly?
Do you want to fly?
What is it?
Do you want to fly?
She reaches into her bag and starts ripping out this weird looking contraption thing. You see, it's a bunch of wood, long beam of wood. That's 2 different pieces of wood that are kind of like sectioning back and forth on each other. And you see in between them there is a cloth. It's like and as she kind of undoes it, it spans about 20 feet in length.
So it's a really big kite.
It takes
It's a
up
really big
most of
kite.
this thing. You see it lays flat, and you see the 2 pieces of wood are actually bowed in a way. They kind of go up and curve down and come to a point on both sides. And you see it makes like a winged pattern. And you see the cloth makes the wings. And as she kind of throws it to the side, you see in the center of them, with 2 pieces of twine and wood meet, another piece of wood springs upward, and it makes kind of like a handlebar that you can put your hands on. And underneath it, there is like a footrest where you can put your feet. And she says, "You stand on it and control with these." And she puts her hands on the handrails. They call it a sky sail. I found it on a dead person in the woods. You look lighter than them. I will deny all transactions.
I don't need flying contraption. Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
I also have this. She pulls out like a stick, puts it on the table. It makes you sound like chirping birds.
I just stare.
Aiden,
Yes.
Roll perception outside.
What kind of perception?
It's another werewolf.
I guess I was more or less curious if they had something cool like, I don't know, a fucking immovable rod.
That's not cool.
She has a bunch of crap that's kind of laying everywhere.
I don't know if it's
Do you want to roll?
hearing or smell.
Do I want to roll
Okay.
what?
If you want to roll investigation, there's a bunch of stuff as she's talking to everyone. You can look through her things as she's like talking with everyone.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Hey. Not
Hey.
bad.
Aiden, as you're outside, kind of hanging out, kind of waiting because like you're for some reason not allowed in here. As you're looking around, you see many people are going about their business. Some people with groceries. You see there's a little bit of as you kind of look. You see, people are moving out of the way of something, walking down the street, kind of walking towards the square. You see kind of a little bit of a gathering. And after a couple of moments, you see what is about a 9-foot tall, gray and white with little patches of black fur wolf slowly just walking through the snow-filled streets as people begin to part ways to
Just
make
like
room
an
for it.
actual wolf? Like,
Yes. He is about a 9-foot wolf.
Holy fuck.
Kind of towering over everyone. You see as he walks by, he has many cuts. You see some pieces of fur is missing here and there. You see his fur that used to be black on top has now turned gray, and most of it is gray in spots. One of his ears is kind of cut and kind of like messed up on his left. You see him slowly walking through the snow as he makes his way towards the to the sun tree. He turns, looks at it for a couple of seconds, and then turns right towards the cemetery. And you see everyone kind of just looking at him. You see some of the people kind of bow in front of him, like they kind of take a knee in front of him, and he begins on making his way towards the cemetery district.
that's cool.
So yeah, outside or inside, with a 17, looking through, going through her stuff, you find what looks like underneath a bunch of like just pieces of paper. It looks like old diaries, multiple different people. You do find what looks like a rod. It's a solid metal. It's just solid metal on it.
Be right back.
I pick it up and I guess to look at it closer.
All right, looking at closer, there is 2 buttons on it.
What does that mean?
There are 2 buttons on it.
Can I roll something to like?
Yeah, you can roll Arcana.
Oh, okay. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, this is a rod of non-movable rod.
It's another immovable rod.
It is one, yeah.
Okay. I look over at the shop lady and hey, can I buy this?
She turns. Yes.
She just says no. Like, no, that's not for sale.
70 gold.
70 fucking.
It is a great workout machine.
Yeah, I don't trust that either.
It is a great workout machine.
Workout machine?
Yes.
That's a very bootleg immovable rod. Here, it's only going for 70 gold.
Good luck, mate.
Is there actually different versions of a movable
There's
rod,
not,
or is
no.
that just cheap?
That's extremely cheap.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, I like to buy this.
It is yours.
I mean,
She like you put the gold on the hand. She just snatches it and throws it in her bag.
okay, all right.
Yes. All sales are always final.
Oh no, I can't return this anymore. Dang.
No.
Is there anything else?
I
For
got
the
2
Sula.
movable rods.
For your soul. How good of a person are you? For a hero soul? She looks up. I would say 800 gold. She pulls she starts like as you're saying it, she starts just undoing like a vial.
Do you
Like a
really want to
jar,
sell your
like a mason
soul?
jar. She pulls out a pen. She's like, she kind of sneers at you, rolls the jar up, puts it back in her bag. Does anyone else wish to save a soul? Sell a soul.
I'm already out of there.
You left, yeah.
I have someone I need to meet.
You do.
To meet someone at their estate. No, no. My boss wants to 1v1 me. You know, quick scope, no scope on Rust. I don't see why not.
Okay. So winding down for the night. Yeah, all your friends are coming out of the room, Aiden. Unless Mippa wants to buy stuff.
Good.
This is what I thought of when we said talked about a massive wolf. Let me pull it up so I can.
Is it just Sif?
No, close.
As you make your way across town to the estate of the Mistress of the Grey Hunt, you see it's a pretty massive mansion where there's kind of white stone pillars that hold up the gates around it. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, it's kind of what he looks like without the red eyes.
What is it?
And
Oh. Is it a character? Oh, okay.
You get to the house and you see out front there is a small set of people training. You see they have spears. Some of them have spears. Some of them have pole arms. They're currently fighting with dummies, kind of like little things that swing. Actually, they kind of spin on swivels, and you see them kind of using techniques you know of, Artem,
Yeah.
that you've trained with. And you see Lance is currently walking around instructing them how to fight and what to do in certain situations.
Monster takes notes.
As you turn the corner, Lance is, "Oh, you made it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Osric.
Hello, Lance. It's nice to meet all of you."
You gonna beat up Artem?
We'll see.
10 gold on you, man.
Hey, that's rude.
Well, I mean, I don't know how he can fight, so it's kind of a exciting bet. You know?
You see him put on some armor. He's already had armor on, but he's like putting on his helmet, putting on his things, and he pulls out what looks like a wooden pole arm,
Okay.
and he motions for one of the men to bring your choice. in wood form.
Wooden pole arm it is.
All right, Bob. He hands it to you. Show me what you know. He kind of stands and kind of gets ready for something.
Oh.
So you can attack him if you want at disadvantage. He is dodging.
What should I use for the attack roll?
Just use a.
Just like a regular halberd?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's same damage, same everything.
Disadvantage.
That hits. All right, so you
Huh.
kind of swing over. He kind of blocks at first, kind of hits it, and you kind of up, kind of like swing down, hit him like on the neck. He's like, "Oh, good again."
Do I just keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Is he still dodging?
He is still dodging. You have extra attack, so you can like attack.
Yeah.
That just hits. You kind of like swing down, hit him like on his side again. Good. And he goes back and swings towards you this time.
Sure. Oh.
As he kind of goes wild on you. And kind of he keeps it warm as he feels like he knows what he is doing. Kind of hits you. He is also going to trip you too.
Wait, I was allowed to use superiority dice?
If you wanted to.
Hell yeah, I would want to. I wasn't sure what this kind of duel is.
He is going to trip you though. Can you give me a strength save?
God damn it. I wish I knew that.
Dear God, you do it. As he like hits you 3 times and he kind of swings you you're kind of blocking them all and getting hit also at the same time, taking damage. Kind of just getting hit. And he kind of swings and hits you in your leg. He kind of stands still at the same moment. Good. Quick and strong on your feet. I kind of paces back and forth for a second. Again, he goes to attack you. This goes on for like another 20 minutes. As he's currently just trying to test you as you're going back and forth. You guys, he like goes for a trip, you kind of knock it off again. You go for a trip, he kind of hits it and stops it in its place. He tries to hit you with like you hit him with an arm. And he like holds his hand still. He looks like his glaive is stuck in his hand. You see, you guys are both using the same technique and how you hit.
Literally.
It's me! Insert Spider-Man meme.
It does seem like a very older you. At the end of it, though, you guys are worn out. Kind of sitting there breathing. It's good. Finally have someone I can fight against.
I thought it was. I don't know.
The lance? Oh.
That looks interesting. Looks nice.
Next guy turns his head. It looks light. I see. Well, Artem, I'll see you at work tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
Right. If you ever need any training, I'm here for you. I can show you some things here and there. Well, no, just say you're good. Just if you need more, I know some things. If you need,
Yeah, I'll take some lessons after work.
Okay. He puts his hand out and kind of pats you on the shoulder. I'll see you later.
Puts his hand out. Hey, and then just walks away.
Hey. Amazing.
Huh.
But yeah, other than that though, the week goes by pretty calmly. Training at night. Artem.
Okay, I head to the Hall of Justice.
What's that?
I don't know.
What's that?
It's where that lad is.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the Lawbringer.
Lawbringer.
in the morning, you come there and you see there's a pretty good following. It is a large open seating area with like stone pews, and you see they all face a large semi-amphitheater where you see there are many different pillars of Erathis, statues of Erathis. You see one of them has been destroyed. It has not been fixed, but you see it's been cleaned. There's just one podium that looks half broken. And you see many people around. You see your friend Henry. He's along with a couple other people walking around asking for donations, talking to people. And you see there's an older man with maybe his mid-90s human walking around very plain robes on the podium, giving a little sermon about how Erathis will bring us a new dawn. Will, without pain, without sacrifice, the world will not continue.
Sounds
That
like
from-
communist propaganda, but okay.
It kind of is. And he's talking about that
I think so.
for civilization to progress, we need to rebuild over the old and improve upon ourselves. Prue's giving a sermon about how civilization needs to make more progress. Stuff like that.
Makes sense.
But you do see Henry, though. He sees you. Hey! Runs over to you.
Just put a
You got
hand-
it?
When he starts running over to me, I put a hand out.
Oh,
Stop.
he stops.
Yeah. And I approach him.
Oh, okay.
And someone disconnects.
Take a small wooden box
Lauren.
and I put it on the ground.
Is it what I think it is?
What?
Is it what I think it is?
It's just a yes. And I'll open it up, and it's just it's half mithril, half steel, but the mithril's on the outside. So it
Oh.
looks like mithril.
He reaches down and picks it up. And you see him just kind of put it on over his pit.
And also, I made you this, and I pull from my back a steel handled with a obsidian head
That's cool.
trident.
He's just like looking at it. Oh my god. Is it like size for him or is it a massive trident?
No, it's size for him.
Good. Okay.
And I take a knee and hand it to him.
Oh my
he
god.
like straightens his back, stands in front of you with just like part of the chest plate on now. And he like reaches out and grabs onto it. And you see him like close his eye. You see just a wide grin go across his face. And you see around you, there's like a couple older men and women just like sitting in the pews next to you. And just like looking at you guys. And you hear him
I look at him.
thank you for
I
this.
say, "May you defend your home with valiance." And I misty step out.
And a burst of green of like bluish purple energy, and you see him open his eyes there. He's just so excited.
But I only go 30
Roll-
feet, like, to the doorway.
I know, roll
just, like,
stealth.
peek in.
Roll stealth with advantage. 13.
It's actually
Uh-huh.
9.
Oh, I see. Henry, what's your passive?
Henry, don't do it. Henry, don't do it.
Don't ruin the magic.
Henry, don't ruin it. If I didn't use the slots to fabricate, I would have detoured. It's okay. If he sees me, I'll just give him a nod. No.
Huh. All right. Well, it seems he has a wisdom of 6.
What?
All right. He looks around. His eyes are wide. He opens them, and he like somehow turned. And he's looking at one of the older men, just staring at him. He opens it and lets out a giant. He opens his eyes, and you see the older man just staring at him. I will save you. He like, reaches over and just picks up the bag and picks up the box, And you see him just like with a fast speed starts running back towards the amphitheater and around the corner where there's probably some kind of living area or restrooms and stuff like that. And you see like the 4 or 5 men right where you guys were standing, you're just really confused and talking to each other.
You go. Henry. You go.
Henry will become a god.
Live on and prosper. All right, go back. Are we done in this place, guys?
Yeah. Over the you guys done your things. Artem, you go for training every night. Not training, but like sparring with him. He tells you if you're ever back in Westruun, come to him and see what we've learned.
Of course.
Spar. Aiden, you are always welcome when the Temple of the Dawn.
Good.
And Aiden, you would have seen on one of your nights as you were like, hanging out and eating dinner there. Roll perception, actually. A hearing, so it'd be an advantage.
Okay.
Artem, I ran out of materials. I'll make you one when we get home.
That's fun. I'm in a rush.
During the 5th night while you're eating dinner, you hear a small, what sounds like a whimper outside. It sounds far away, but you can hear like a whimper from outside the walls of the temple.
I hope it's just like a full-grown panther.
Why? Why do you hope that?
Because, I don't know.
Because I don't know.
It'd be funny. Like, it wouldn't attack you, and you, turn into a panther, and, you,
I investigate.
get it to respect.
From going outside, you don't see anything immediately. Roll investigation with advantage.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Looking at the ground, kind of following the slight here every now and then you hear it again, small whimper. As you look down at the ground, kind of following the hearing, you can see the large footprints, maybe about 1.5 feet wide, of what looks like a wolf, and they're leading you towards the back, towards the altar of the Raven.
It's just Wolf, dude. I don't need to.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
need to beef with him.
No problem.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Sounds good. Yeah, you make your way back into the city and go to bed. Everyone kind of goes to bed, and the next morning is the morning where you get your items from Gilmore.
Heck yeah.
Going in, Sean, as you guys walk in, big lavish doors, the perfumes and smells, aromas hit you. You see Sherry is currently behind the counter, and she sees you as you guys walk. I have your items right here. She kind of walks in the back behind the beads and pulls them across and pulls out a couple boxes and puts them on the counter for you guys. We do have a changing room if you wish to change. It's right behind the big staircase.
Yep. Gonna put this new armor on.
You guys getting ready. Osric and Brolar, as you guys are waiting for them to put their armor on. If you wish to see, Gilmore is currently out for business, but I can show you our new items. He said that you were, she puts in quotations, high rollers. I can show you our new stock.
Don't think I'm a high roll.
Oh, Osric and Brolar, sorry.
Yeah. Show us.
Wait.
Show us.
And if you want to be there. It was while you guys were changing. She's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sam broke as fuck after that.
She goes in the back of the back room you guys were before. She pulls out the same rings. Says, well, we have these. These will keep you warm in the coldest of climates. And puts it on the table.
I'll give you 20 gold.
And You see, I'm sorry, this is much more expensive than 20 gold.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Continue.
I have this that she pulls out what looks like a long pipe with many different spirals going all the way around it, with things of embroideries of fig leaves on it. This is a blowgun. But this blowgun has the power to make you strike quick and true. This is +3 blowgun.
You fucking what? Dude,
I'm
how
not.
much?
See, this would run you about 600 gold.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Please.
She pulls out puts on the table and she pulls out from underneath the counter, a red velvet, red velvet, showing case. Puts on the counter and you see inside a pierced silver sword. The hilt is like a dark onyx looking material with a obsidian gem in the center of it. This will steal the life from your foes if you strike true. A sword of life stealing. Kind of slides it forward a little bit. Here we have a rapier. It is cursed, so with the curse does come a cheaper price on it. Puts it on the counter.
What kind of what?
From our preliminary identifyings, it is a curse that forces you to kill a certain individual. We don't know the individual. We don't know the exact nature of the curse and how bad it is, but it is there.
Is that illegal?
She pauses for a
Like,
second.
Can you legally sell this to someone, or is that like
Well, we do sell it
you an accomplice?
for an extra price. The
Like
curse.
knowingly selling me a sword that will make me kill someone?
Gilmore separates himself from such individuals.
Do I have to sign a form to buy it? How much?
For that, it'd be 300 gold.
Does the sword
CT,
do
no.
anything other than the curse?
No, it just curses. That's it. No, I'm sorry. What's that? Where is it ping at? She pulls out a book and begins looking into it further. Sorry. It is a +1 rapier. That is about it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
CT, no.
You get a sword of vengeance.
Okay. Put it in my
She tells you need to spend time with it to get the curse if you wish to have one.
No.
It's just kind of awkwardly if you want to have one. Other than that, we have these new items. She pulls out a small cube, which is it looks like pure adamantine. Just pops it on the table, and it is a large thud. It just hits the thing.
Yeah, I'm out of money, so GG. Someone should
Alright.
totally buy that blowgun, though. I will.
At any moment, you can summon.
Brolar. It's a +3
What?
blowgun. It's a blowgun that's +3.
Why?
Blowgun is just a dumbass, useless weapon, but it's a +3. It's a legendary blowgun.
I'm good.
It's like, wouldn't Mippleduke love a legendary blowgun?
Yeah.
Does Mippleduke probably have 600 gold?
That's
Yeah,
what-
she does.
I don't need no blowgun.
She pulls out like a little black silk cloth and puts it on the table. This can let you jump to other dimensions and worlds
I can already do
to
that.
escape this plane of existence. Can you, my dear?
Yeah.
Well, there's no need for this then, is there?
Nah. Maybe for my friendos, but
She puts it back underneath the table.
Oh wait, what was it?
It's a well of many worlds.
What? It's a TARDIS.
What does it do?
She pulls out two stones, Ioun stones, and puts them on the counter. This one will help you with your life expectancy, and the other one will help you regain your health when you are low.
I would like to purchase the blowgun.
Do you?
Yeah.
600 gold.
How much do these stones
She
cost?
snickers a little bit when you do it. Each of them cost 3,000 gold.
How much does the wall
No, shoot
cost?
her with the blowgun. Dude. Sorry, ma'am. I had to test it out.
What happened? Oh,
How much does the wall cost?
the well costs 60,000.
Is it like an
Oh, that's too expensive. So what do these stones do?
This stone right here is a stone, Ioun stone of fortitude. It will increase your constitution by 2, up to a maximum of 20 in game terms. It is attunement.
Shit, dog. That's meta.
I know. We also have the stone of regeneration, which is also attunement. This item will let you regain 15 vitality at the end of each hour. This pearl orbits your head.
That's kind of
Also attunement.
Well, I'm out of money. You guys have been talking for a while. Artem, do you need help?
No, I'm good.
Can help you, Dawn.
That sounds kind of creepy.
Nah.
When you say it like that, it will.
But yes. Choose your items. Do you guys want to buy anything more? Or you guys want to head back?
No. I got this covered.
I'm good.
Maple Duke got
Okay.
the +3 blowgun.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
But
I have my +2 armor and my +2 weapon now.
You have, like sleep darts and shit.
What's I'm asking you? What is a blowgun?
A blowgun is it just shoots a dart which does like 1 damage.
It does 1 damage.
That's it.
Now it's
But
+3
it's
though. So it does 4.
+3.
It does 4 damage.
Guaranteed 4 damage. It's like a magic missile.
Does it add your dex?
Is it like a...
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Wait, no, it should add your dex. I believe, unless it says it does 1 damage.
No, it's plus your dex.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a ranged weapon, so it should, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
Yeah, but now in Maple
Also-
Duke you can get like sleep darts and stuff,
I'm gonna do it.
which sounds hilarious. I'm like,
Speaking of sleep, I need to head to bed because I have to wake up early.
Yeah, I was in right now to
Hey,
Whitecomb. That's why I was wondering if you guys were teleporting.
what?
Yes.
Ostrich
Sure.
offers to teleport everyone home.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, John.
As you
I teleport.
draw the circle. Yes. Are you going home?
Yeah.
Okay. As you draw the circle on the ground, you see the little glyphs. Takes you about a couple minutes or a minute to draw it. Circles. You see Casey's getting really
Or we
excited.
go
She's
to
like, "Can't wait to go
Loudwater."
home. Loudwater.
I know they taught me this one teleportation circle things. I bet you could do it.
As you are drawing, you guys are not waiting. You see the snow is falling. There, you see the arcane shoot up, and you see a little bit of blue hum around it. You see Wolfgar. All right, boss. Kind of goes through the other side. As you guys all jump to the other side, what ended there?
The town's in disarray. There's fire
Things are
everywhere.
burning. Everyone's dead.
Boom.
Yeah, and yeah, we're good.
2 trees and a squirrel. Done.
Pretty good. That's the name of this episode.
2 trees, a squirrel.
I've been
a
naming
peanut.
them as we go, just like for my own funniness. I've been naming them.
And what was last episode?
Last episode was called the sandwich, the lion, or the bear,
sandwich.
Oh
the
yeah.
sandwich, the bear, and the what was it? Actually, I didn't actually write it down yet. Let me write it down right now. Sandwich, the bear, and the not wardrobe. Something else. Can't remember what it was.
It was
that
like
one?
the clothing, right?
Yeah, I think it was the clothing. Yeah. The episode before that was only one left. It was the O and I for
Yeah.
Oni. What dreams lie? And you guys fall unconscious underneath the water.
What about when we
lies
sent the
in
whole
the
town? What about when we sent the whole town into disarray?
That's the what lies in shadow. Is that one? Bloody waters is when Pierce was stabbed.
What are those items called that you guys use that cause the apocalypse?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, I was telling a coworker, and I was telling a
a
story.
rod of
about
wonder.
basically my fucking first combat in any D&D game was fucking the dimensions. The dimensions like
Yeah.
meeting and like
It's called a rod of wonder because it does wondrous things.
yeah, I could say that.
Oh, the Pierce dying episode was the house. Dangerous Waters, and when I started naming them, which was the time when Joel was having dinner, you guys were attacked. I called that one a friendly meal.
It was quite.
Yeah, but you did have a nice meal. Meanwhile, we gained some cool helmets out of that.
You did.
Forgot about those.
I still have mine somewhere on my person.
Oh,
Gotta
and
keep it in.
Joel, it's gonna be, since it's already been a week. It's gonna be about a week and a half, about 2 weeks until the what's the name? Saint Alika's holiday, which is what Alosha was asking
sending.
you about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sending and all that. It's gonna be a big party. Yeah, so about 2 weeks. If you want to do that, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Joel, are you going in the morning?
No reason not to. Yeah.
Okay. Because I might be a little late. I don't want, because we're supposed to be there at 8. I might be late, so I don't want to, everyone just waiting and not doing anything kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I might be a little late.
Oh, you guys doing drugs?
Yeah. With chairs.
Oh.
Which ones? I'm gonna have to report you to them. NSA.
It's probably asbestos and, yellow mold.
Nice.
You know, we're taking some Advil, some NyQuil.
Dude, I went to buy cold medicine the other day, and they fucking ID'd me, and I'm like, it's literally Mucinex.
Oh.
Yeah, with people getting high off that shit.
But what? It's
I don't know.
cold medicine. I'm like,
I got ID'd for Advil.
your ID, and I'm like, do I what?
In the military, basically the entire idea of the clinic is to treat the enlisted folks, but without spending too much money.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the most prescribed fucking thing that they give to basically everyone for any kind of problem that they're having.
Windex.
What?
Close.
It's the Lysol. Get the mopping.
No, it's fucking ibuprofen.
That makes
Oh.
sense. That's what I was going to.
Yeah.
Ibuprofen's cheaper. It's the same thing.
Over
cheaper.
the counter pain meds. Just
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it is you could just go buy it. But when you go to the clinic and you get seen and they're like, oh, you're sick or you feel bad, here's some fucking ibuprofen. You get it for free. And it's
Oh.
600 milligrams. instead of 200, you have to take like 3 for that shit. No, you just get one big pill. It's ridiculous. So,
It reminds me of like my elementary school, KLS. The ongoing joke was that no matter what you went to the nurse's office for, they just give you a pack of ice.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just like broke something. Here's an ice pack. Oh, I have a
Imagine they
headache.
gave you,
Here's an
like-
ice pack.
Imagine they give you like cocaine just to like
Oh
give you a
yeah,
drug, you don't feel it.
hell
Give you a
yeah. Fucking 5-year-old goes in. Here, have some cocaine.
Comes out all jacked out. It's like, I'm good.
On another note, I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time. Speaking
Oh, wow.
of drugs.
in the military's defense, ibuprofen reduces fever, swelling, and pain.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
multi-personal or multi-purpose.
Okay.
And it's extremely effective at pain killing.
Okay.
So that's the reason for basically giving out for any problem anyone has. Then
I've never really
again,
taken a headache. But I've also never been like injured or anything, so.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Just shoot yourself on the foot and see if it works.
Oh, no.
You know what they would fucking do? They would fucking give you some.
They would crack a pill and
ibuprofen.